Welcome back. It is time for our monthly check-in with the Tallahassee Writers Association. TWA President Peggy Cassis joining us this morning. Good morning to you, Peggy.
Good morning, Kelly.
Glad to have you back here talking about a pretty exciting speaker we have coming in this Thursday. Semi-local author living down in Gainesville now.
Gainesville's close enough.
Close enough,
the publishing house that she's with is here in Tallahassee, Twisted Road Publications.
So yeah, we're talking about Sandra Gail Lambert. For people who maybe aren't familiar with that name, what do we need to know about her work?
Well, she's won quite a few awards, not just several. So that's a good sign, and some awards from her writing that she's bringing with her about melding history and real lives, and it's this wonderful book about lives along a river, and she's going to teach us the techniques that she's used to meld plot and characters and to make them interesting and alive.
This can be something when you go back and you read something that's kind of set in a historical era or time period, or, you know, with this backdrop of something historical happening. You read the book, you get into it, and then you want to learn more about that piece of history.
Absolutely.
So it really is kind of expanding your learning even when the book is done.
Right. Well, she's talking about using microfiche, looking in old yellowed newspapers to get an idea for a plot or for a character, reaching into our history and seeing what you can use to meld with your fiction or your memoirs.
And you know, they say the truth is always stranger than fiction, right?
Yes.
So you start looking through maybe a long lost diary or something, you're going to find some real good juicy soap operas there.
Let me go get a bonfire going.
Now this is something that's so interesting. Since she is from Gainesville, uses the Tallahassee Publishing House, people here locally are really going to be able to connect with that because they're saying, hey, this is right here. This is my backyard. I can follow her footstep. How important is that for up and coming authors out there?
I think it's a wonderful thing to do. Find an author that's local to your area, especially if they write about your area, and then you can get with them and learn little tidbits. Even if they have changed the names, you'll read something, and we have author Glenn Allen who writes about the Palmetto River, and it's really the Wakulla River. When she talks about it, even though she's changed the name for the fictional purposes, you know where she's talking about. You know the depths of the spring, and it's such a nice thing to go down the trails that she talks about because she puts a lot of research, and so does Sandra Gail Lambert. She puts a lot of research into her books, and so you can recognize areas.
You can go to those places and sit there and read that exact book.
Exactly.
How exciting is that?
That's wonderful.
This is something so great. Wonderful speakers coming up this Thursday. And of course the door's always opening early up there.
And Saturdays, come to the downtown market. Tallahassee Writers Association has a booth, so you can come there and get your books signed by local authors and pick up some books from about this area. Something so great. We love supporting all the work you guys do with the Tallahassee Writers Association. Details there on your screen. Coming up this Thursday, doors open at 5 o'clock, so you can get all of your food and have a nice dinner with the authors as well. Sit down and yak and learn some things. If you've got some questions, we're happy to help you out. We love it. Peggy, thank you so much for being here. We certainly appreciate it. Stay with us. We've got your final forecast when we come back.